Welcome to Sumalina's kitchen. Today the dish I'm going to make is very easy, fast, and you will love it. The name of this dish is Marry Me Chicken. Now some people will say, why is it called Marry Me Chicken? Well, it is said the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So if you make this chicken and your boyfriend or girlfriend would love it, then they might propose you for marriage. Funny, right? Well, let's get started with the video. So to prepare this dish, we will need boneless chicken breast, which is right here. What I have done is I have cut it in thin slice, so that way it's easy to cook. I washed it and I dried it with paper towel, so that way the excess water gets soaked. Next, we are going to see some of the dry ingredients that we are going to use for the chicken. So we have Cayenne pepper, paprika, basil leaf, Italian spice mix, a little bit of rosemary, black pepper. I have lemon pepper too, and thyme. So these are some of the ingredients we are going to use to make the marination for the chicken. Next, we will need some all-purpose flour so we can coat the chicken. So let's get started. So I'm going to make this dry rub for the chicken in one plate, so that way the ingredients are all together and it's easy for us to marinate the chicken. I'm taking 2 little spoons of paprika, half spoon of black pepper crushed, because I also have lemon pepper. I'm going to take 1 spoon of lemon pepper, 2 spoons of Cayenne pepper, half spoon of thyme, very little portion of rosemary, 2 spoon of Italian seasoning, and 1 spoon of basil leaf. So now we are going to mix all this, and this will make a nice dry rub for the chicken. As you see, our dry rub is now ready. So we are going to just put this dry rub on the chicken, both the sides, and then check out the excess. And then we are going to put it in the all-purpose flour. Make sure that the flour is nicely coated on the chicken. And then put that aside. I have almost 7 pieces of chicken. So I am going to coat all the chicken first, and then we are going to go to the next step of frying the chicken. So now my chicken is all nicely covered with the spices and the all-purpose flour, and now I'm going to start frying the chicken. So I have a big pan. I'm going to add olive oil to the pan, and with that olive oil I'm going to add a little bit of butter. The reason we are going to add olive oil and then butter is if we do just butter, then the butter will start burning and it will create a lot of smoke in your kitchen. So make sure anytime you use butter, you use a little bit of oil with it, so that way it mixes with the oil and it doesn't burn. As the butter is melting, just wanted to let you know, for the chicken, I am making it with pasta. So I have already boiled the pasta and kept it aside. So now our butter is all melted and we are going to start frying the chicken. When you fry the chicken, make sure you fry it on one side for 5 minutes and then turn it around and fry it on the other side for other 5 minutes. So in total it will be around 10 minutes, depends on what flame you're cooking on. I am cooking on medium flame. It's already been 5 minutes, so now we are going to flip the chicken over. And as you can see, the chicken is very nicely cooked on one side. So now we are going to let the chicken cook on the other side for 5 minutes again. So it's been 5 minutes and we are going to check the chicken. So the way I check the chicken is I take a toothpick and I prick it in the chicken. If it goes smoothly in, that means it's done. So as you can see, this shows that the chicken is done. So I'm going to take it out. The reason we should not put the chicken more than 5 minutes is it will become hard, and then when you have to put it in the sauce, then it will not absorb the sauce that much. So it will be too crunchy for you to eat. So 5 minutes is a good time on each side to cook the chicken. So my chicken is all done. This is the last batch I'm taking out. Now we are going to make the sauce for the chicken. You're going to leave the pan the way it is with the oil and butter. Put this on low flame now. And then we are going to add some butter to it. Once we add the butter, a little bit of oil. And now we are going to let the butter melt. Now once the butter is melted, you're going to add some chopped garlic in there. And then you let it cook, not too long, just a little bit till it becomes a little light brown. And once you start smelling the garlic, then the next step you'll do is you're going to add tomatoes. Now in the recipe you can add sun-dried tomatoes. I'm not a big fan of sun-dried tomatoes, so I'm going to add regular grilled diced tomatoes. And then we are going to cook these tomatoes for a little bit. It's been almost 3 minutes, so now the tomatoes are kind of nicely cooked. Now we are going to add some veggies to it. This is optional. I like to make the dish a bit healthy because it has a lot of butter, cheese and heavy cream. So we are going to add some spinach to it. You can also add mushrooms and steamed broccoli. That will make the dish a little bit healthier. Now I'm going to put heavy cream. I have 2 cups of heavy cream. And before that, we are going to add some vegetable broth. You can also put chicken broth. This should be around 1 cup. Once we add the vegetable broth or chicken broth to it and it comes to a boiling, we will add a little bit of salt. And then I'm going to add a little bit of paprika, a little bit of Italian seasoning, and thyme. And I'm going to mix it well. Once it, make sure you let it cook for a little bit, like 30 seconds. It's time for heavy cream, 2 cups. Once you add heavy cream, just mix it a little and let it boil. Once it comes to a boiling, then we are going to add some cheese to it. The cream has come to boiling, so now we are going to add cheese to it. I don't add too much cheese because I'm allergic to cheese, but approximately 1.5 cup of cheese. You can take Parmesan cheese. Once the cheese is added, then you mix properly and you will see that the sauce has got a nice thick. So this is the thickness you should have. Once that thickness comes to the sauce, then you're going to add the chicken to it. And this is the reason it is said, marry me chicken, because you're marrying the chicken with the sauce. I have left some chicken aside because my son is allergic to dairy. So he's going to eat the chicken by itself. Once the chicken is all in, you make sure it covers with the sauce and then turn the stove to low and let it cook for at least 1 minute in the sauce. So the chicken is nicely done. Now I'm going to plate the chicken. So I have taken some pasta. And then I'm going to put some sauce. Next, what I'm going to do is I have some mint leaves to add some flavor to it. So I'm going to put some mint leaves on it. And then I have sauteed some vegetables that I'm going to put on top of it. I have some zucchini and some green pepper. And here our Marry Me chicken is ready. I hope you like the recipe. Please do try it at home and let me know in the comment section how did it turn out for you. Please watch my videos and share my videos, and also click on the little bell button so every time I upload a new video, you're the first one to watch. Thank you and enjoy the recipe. You better make this for your other half so they marry you.